Hey everyone, what you're looking at is it's kind of getting early in the morning, like around 4 o'clock I think. Everything's winding down. I believe all the walkers are actually back, but what you're looking at is the overnight walk for suicide prevention here in Philadelphia. Originally it was only going to be one part to it, and when you listen to part two and watch it, you'll understand why. But I thought of a few other things that really, I couldn't do the article without including. I had a chance, every once in a while, no matter what we've done in our lives, we're handed moments that are perfect, or we're handed moments that, you know, we don't realize the true value of them and how special they are until we're actually in, you know, in that event, in that moment or whatever. This is one of those for me. I'm so glad that I decided to come down here and volunteer and cover this. The people I've talked to, the reasons why they've done it, the walkers, the volunteers, etc. It's just, I'm like completely beyond words, amazed, stunned, and floored by this. You know, I mentioned to several people, I said, you know, a lot of them, they have the community walk, Out of Darkness walk, during the day in October across the country, but I said, you know, it's like, this isn't, you know, why did you do this overnight when everybody could be sleeping, etc. The reasons ranged from what may seem to be obvious, that they did it for people that they've lost to suicide, you know, friends that they have lost family members to suicide, etc. To a couple of ladies, the one small group told me, they said, because it's beautiful out here tonight. And that caught me off guard. I kind of looked at them and said, yeah. He said, you know, I walked up here from City Hall, and the city is so gorgeous. And he said, yeah, that's the reason why we did it. I mean, this is literally a perfect night. If you know, I'm in short sleeves. The people, as you can tell, the people are in short sleeves. You know, it's just a beautiful perfect summer night. No humidity, not too warm, nothing. But, I mean, like I said, this is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's just, and I really have to thank Margaret, who was the person I contacted. You know, I originally said, hey, look, I can't make it here until 10 o'clock because of, you know, other things I'm covering for the magazine. Can I still volunteer? She said yes. She's like, yeah, please come out. And you know, I really have to thank the walkers first off. This was a 16-mile walk. I was actually heard a conversation that I joined, and it was fairly flat here. So, you know, a lot of walkers love that part of it, but it was still between 15 and 16-mile hike around, you know, part of Philly. You know, so it wasn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. So to everyone, the walkers and the runners who actually did the course and did it, thank you very much. Much respect, admiration, praise, and thanks for doing this. To the volunteers here, the people that, you know, were here during the day when they had the kickoff for it. The parts of it that I missed, to the volunteers, all the great volunteers and all the great people that I've been lucky enough to have conversations with and to meet here. You know, thank you so much for being out here, for taking your part of your beautiful summer Saturday, taking your Saturday evening and your Saturday night, and being out here and doing this. And being out here to support these people. You know, it actually really caught me off guard when I thanked some, I thanked some of the walkers. You know what they mean? I said, thank you for being out here. And it's like, it didn't quite register right away. It's like, well, you know, it's like, well, you're one of the volunteers. Thank you for being out here to support us. Thanks to Margaret for the information and, you know, for the chance to be out here to experience this. You know, it's amazing. You know, I've been up since 5 o'clock. since about 5 o'clock, 5:30, 5 o'clock Friday morning. No, I'm not even tired yet, in case you're wondering. Oh, and another thing. I know I saw the Philadelphia Police Department still was out there with the flashers when they were coming in. Thanks to the Philadelphia Police Department for their support, and the brave men and women of law enforcement down here in Philadelphia. Thank you very much for your support. And I also have to emphasize one thing before I close this out, that as you can tell, look through the photos. They had a cold beverage station, a hot beverage station, first aid. So without even asking anyone, I know everyone's safety here, both the walkers and the volunteers, was the top and highest priority. I didn't even have to ask about that. I knew that right off. In case you're wondering about the blinking lights, I asked one of the walkers, said, okay, what, the wristband, is there meaning to it? And he's like, I don't know, but they just gave it to us. He said, probably for safety. Between 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, we were told, hey, don't forget about lunch. There was a bag with a hoagie, apple, chips, and cookies in it that were provided for free. This really cool t-shirt that you've seen with people. A hot breakfast. Margaret came around and told everybody, all the volunteers, hey, man, go, take a break, get breakfast, get something to eat. Hot breakfast with eggs, potatoes, French toast, and sausage and pastries. So the gratitude and the fact of the level of safety was, for everyone here, I can easily tell, was the highest priority. I really hate doing this because I really hate being in front of the camera, but I want you to see something. And hopefully this turns out right, because I hate doing this blind. But yeah, like I said, to the volunteers, to the walkers, to Margaret, to everyone involved with this, thank you. And this was one of those moments that that life defeats, whatever you call it, that I was given, that I will remember for a very long time. And I'm very glad to have been out here and been a part of it. Take care, everybody. And with this event now more than most, I will get out in front of it. And now I can actually see what I'm doing. Life by design is busy, crazy, hectic, to say the least. We get one chance at every moment. That's it. Past is gone, can't change it, can't go back to it. Nothing in life, and the only thing we are guaranteed is the moment we're in. Take some time out. Spend it with your family, friends. Do something different. Do something like this to help other people out. Spend some time in a park on a beautiful day. And take some time out for yourself. Give yourself a reboot, recharge. Just remember what everything's about.